Yes, top of the evening. You know the vibes. The news by Shanewz. How y'all doing tonight, man? I know y'all like, damn, Sauce, was you coming on? I've been on all day, but you know, got to take care of some things. The CMOS and other things, register for different stuff. So I didn't get a chance to come on earlier, but I did give you, a presser reaction. Whether you participated or not is on you, right? But we are here now. If you read my thumbnail, we're gonna get to that. Just give me a second because I got the microphone out. When I have the microphone out, I don't have the soundboard hooked up, so I want to just make sure you're hearing me loud and clear because these headphones is on. And when the headphones is on, it kind of kills the vibes. You can't really hear. But once I know the sound is okay, I'm gonna get started with one of my theses. My thumbnail thesis tonight. Did y'all see my thumbnail thesis? Man, shout out to the people that was out there on deck. I guess I got to be the one to do the content on this, right? Yes, we sounding good. We are sounding crystal clear. So, like I said, I guess I got to be the one to do the content on this, right? Now, a lot of videos are surfacing about the face-off, right? The face-off, the face-off that they did, right? And man, why? Listen, see, you know what it is? I realize, man, with a lot of content creators, man, these guys like to be what they talk about everybody else, wanting clout and to be popular. And, they want to be in, they want to be the stars, right? Instead of covering the events. Shout out to Suge Knight. They want to be all in the videos, dancing, putting the camera on them. Come to the news by Shanewz. Yeah, we get it done for you, man. We get it done for you. Media marketing agent. Yes, the media marketing agent. But man, shout out to Devin the Dream Haney, right? Now, I wanted to talk about this earlier, but I know how this internet works now, right? Now, had I tipped off to this when I was, running around and doing my video 7-Eleven promotions, and I spoke about this, immediately guys would have tried to run and steal the topic. They would have tried to steal the topic. Shout out to Bruce Gas in the building. Salute OG. Fire live earlier. I see my grade is a B-. I'm happy with it. I wish I had an A. I think I put out A quality content, but I got a B-. That is the thumbnail that I use. Salute to Carlos in the building. Appreciate that. Team Tucker, you know the vibes, right? But let's go over here to Twitter, right? I want to go to Twitter because I'm going to start cooking. It is late for me. This is late for me. So I'm going to start cooking early. I'm not going to waste no time. For those that join in here late, they just have to play it back from the beginning, right? But when we go on here, look, here it is. I'm getting good with my Twitter. I'm getting good with my Twitter, right? I'm getting good. Let me get off the screen. You don't need to see me because I want you to focus on the screen. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. I want y'all to focus on the screen, right? So I'm going to dip out the way. Carlos, let me get to your comments. Appreciate you, good brother. He said, did you see Ron on here? Yes, I seen him. He was putting on the soul glow. We're going to get to that too, Carlos. You get a producer credit for that, so I'm going to pin that because that is, I'm going to speak about that too. He had the soul glow. They in New York, man, so we got to keep it all the way New York, coming to America. Just let your soul glow, baby. He had the soul glow. She gave him the the little lotion. He put some soul glow. He had to have his curl right. He had to get his curl right, man. But listen, I want to speak about what Devin said, right? But I want to re-emphasize what I said. Is this guy the drunk fighter's coach? Don't come on now. It's starting to make sense why he wanted to go over there. You know, the pattern is there. Is this guy the drunk fighters coach? Now, as you see here on my Twitter handle, please smash the like button, right? Smash the like button. Here we go, right here. He said, let's let the dream. This is courtesy of Fight Hub TV. And I'm also going to play the face-off where he says this to him in the face-off. But pay attention to this. Please let me know you guys are hearing this. Courtesy of Fight Hub TV at the media scrum after the NYC presser at the Palladium. Yes, in Times Square. Shout out to everybody that attended and covered and gave us the content like this so that us, the bloggers, you see, I'm calling myself as a blogger. I'm not the media marketing agent right now. I am a blogger, but it gave us content to speak on. Here it is.
I was at the motherfucking press conference drunk as a skunk, but you know, hopefully, you know.
Let me stop that real quick. Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? He was at the press conference drunk as a skunk. Who was his coach? God damn it! Somebody is. It's a couple of y'all in here. Who was his coach, man? Who is not Devin? We know who Devin's coach is. His father, manager, trainer, and all that. Who is Ryan Garcia's coach, though, man? Who's Ryan Garcia's coach, man? Who's his coach, man? And so when I heard this, I said, "Oh man, I got something to talk about tonight. Who is Ryan Garcia's coach, man? Thank you, Bruce. There it is. Bruce, you get an executive producer credit as well. So Derek James, world-class Derek. Your fighter was accused of being drunk as a skunk at this NYC presser. Now, that shouldn't come off as no surprise if you know Derek's portfolio of fighters, right? The other guy that's hiding, we don't know where he's at. Hopefully he's all right. He has been known to be a Rick James type, right? Eddie Kane, dang. So, man, Ryan, you went to the right party. You got the right guy, the guide, the ship, the love boat. Yes, you got the right guy over there, the skipper, Derek James. So I was wondering, I'm like, damn, the energy is kind of off. Guess it was the blue oyster up in there, man. So Ryan had a little bit to sip on. Somebody should have asked Derek about that. You never know. Derek never knows. Yes, Diddy is his coach, right? Yo, Diddy don't never know what goes on with his fighters, man. Do y'all remember that famous video back in the day where Earl Spence busting in the gym, the world class boxing gym? He was drunk as a skunk too. Is this the pattern, man? Remember Charlo said he calls Al Heyman after sipping on some Hennessy and all that. So, that's my thesis tonight. Is this guy the drunk fighters coach? Do they like to go kick it with Derek because they know they can come in there smelling like booze? God damn it. They can come in there smelling like booze. Now, I don't know, man. The coaches and guys that I've been around, that I was groomed around, that is a no-no. They will have your ass for that, man. They don't play that. Like, man, I need to get Buddy on the line, man. Buddy McGirt is a great trainer. Remember my interview with him? He said he sends guys home if they don't got it going on. But I guess you can go with Derek. You can hit the happy hour up first and then get with Derek, and Derek just looks the other way. So let's play this back again because, I don't want y'all to think that I'm making shit up, right? Even though I wasn't there, I caught this source. But I'm not making this up, right? Listen to what this man says once again. Started from the beginning.
I was at the motherfucking press conference drunk as a skunk, but hopefully, he get it together before April 20th, and I'm gonna have him punch drunk on that day. Ryan has not changed his amateur. He's been fighting the same way. Even of course he got.
Man, he said he was drunk as a skunk at the press conference. What's your thoughts on that, man? Please feel free, man. It's a couple of y'all in here, man. That was the dream. That was the dream, Santa. That wasn't me. I'm just the news by Shanewz. And shout out to Fight Hub. Great coverage on that. The man was drunk. Y'all heard that, right? He said he was drunk. Right? He said he was drunk. What's y'all thoughts on that, man? It's a couple y'all up in here, man. Carlos, I see NYT. How do y'all feel about that, man? As the trainer of the year, you know, your guy is drunk at a presser. All eyes on me. Man, like I said, maybe they wasn't together. You know, a lot of times Coach James doesn't really know what goes on with his fighters. Allege. But what's y'all thoughts on that, man? How do y'all feel about that? How are y'all feeling about that, man? He was at the NYC presser drunk. Now, maybe if some of these other cool content creators were there, they could have picked up on that and reported on that. That was there. But yet they didn't. You know why? Because they was all in the videos, all on the cameras. Oh, yo, what? Thank you, Bruce. Well, Bruce, you are old school, man. Shout out to Bruce Gas, man. Definitely check him out. An OG in the game. You are old school, Bruce. That is a no-no. He said they all got issues in some way, shape, or form. And Diddy James is stable. Yes, come on, man. That is the drunk coach, man. That's the drunken master. We about to change the world class. I know, shout out to WCS. WCS calls it the World Class Furniture Center. I think I'm gonna call it the Blue Oyster, man. That's the Blue Oyster, man. From Police Academy, man. They getting down over there. Yeah, they got the Mad Dog 2020 up in there. You know, they get their sip on over there, man. Everybody get your roll on. Everybody get your roll on, man. You know? He said, man, Bruce, talk about it, Bruce. He said, compared to Earl Spence, Ryan seems sober. Yeah, man. Yeah. Those guys got something going on, man. Yes, Mahoney. Doesn't you caught that? Shout out to Carlos. You caught that vibe. Doesn't Ryan come off like Mahoney, Police Academy, Sweet Chuck, and the guys? Man, yo, Bam is chilling. You want me? I pull Bam up in a second. I pull Bam up. Bam is getting it in. Jase gets busy, man. You know, I'll pull him up in a second. I got some Jase footage. You know, I'll pull him up when I go on the IG. You know, shout out to check out that new Jahad Tucker video that just dropped. You know, it's all over his page, all over mine. You know, it's in circulation where he's showing you the defense. Shout out to WCS, like WCS will say, where he's showing you the hot stepper, electric boogie, swim and don't get wet. Yes, Mr. Swim and Don't Get Wet. That video was circulating heavy. Definitely check that out. You know, Mr. Defense, fight date dropping soon. But let's not lose focus of what is going on. Are these guys getting drunk on Derek James's watch? Because that would be considered his watch, right? You know, you're at a press conference, right? And look, I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to play the audio because I know you guys will be able to hear the audio, right? Because this microphone is a high-def microphone right here, right? And watch what I do right here because I'm learning. I'm mastering this now. I don't want to play this video, but I can play the audio, right? Now, by playing the audio, I don't have to worry about them reporting me or saying that I'm using somebody's content. Right, man, this presser was great though. As far as like the content for us, you know, the gossipers, because that's what I'm doing right now, gossiping. If you wasn't there, if you really didn't put in no stats and get no real actual content, you're gossiping on other people's work. You know, you see, I said myself, well, that's what I'm doing, but I'm pointing out, I'm not gossiping. This is now gossiping would be if I made this up. That is what Devin said. He was drunk as a skunk. Right? He said they learned the drunk fish. Yeah, the drunken monk style, man. You know? or they needed a leather vest. Well, you know, Dev had on the old. He had the Dipset look, the early Dipset look, Skull Gang. You see, he came in there with the Skull Gang look. These guys got the worst stylists, man. You know, that NYC look is years ago, man. Hey, what do I know, right? What do I know? He said, I said this on WCS chat earlier. Yes, Ryan has a puncher's chance, but he would have to get real lucky with those few shots. Then he has connected. Haney will control the outside, man, and smother him. Yeah, you know what? I'm not too big on this fight yet. Maybe I'll warm up on it later. Right now, the first presser didn't do nothing for me. All the energies was off. Like I said, they need to incorporate Bill and B-Hop's beef a little bit. You know, I like to see Devin a little bit more active, less Bill. Like I said, maybe more Bill and B-Hop. Like, you know, Bill, you don't have to always be the center of attention, all in the cameras, all in the video. Come to Death Row Records. You know, bad boy. You know, DHP gives me that bad boy vibes. You know, you got Diddy James on the other side, but he don't really talk. He don't say nothing. Like he's such a gimmick, right? They're like he's a PBC gimmick, right? He been a PBC gimmick for so long, right? That now that he's trains other fighters on other networks, Matchroom with his own, he don't even know how to function. That's why what's the name got rid of him? AJ was like, yo, this dude is lame, man. I'm out of here, man. Hey, yo, what AJ rocked with him for 2 fights, right? Man, AJ's getting that bad. We're gonna get to that too. Did you see the promo on that? Damn, they doing it different, bro. That's you know, that's on another segment later on down the line, right? I'll get to that. But let me get to this audio, right? Because I don't want y'all to think that I'll be coming on here just, you know, speculating about these guys, man. We don't want to do that. We want you guys to actually see what we're getting this content from, man. Now, this video right here is a fight hype video, right? Listen to what they say. You're a drunk alcoholic. This is them facing off. Nobody wanted to talk about this. And guess what? I'll do the beer. If he can, I would. I know you want me to do it. I know you want me to do it. So even like, you know, you've been drinking. I smell it on your breath. What do you want to do? Cry me a fucking river. Cry me a fucking river. Yeah, he was drunk, man. But why, yo, shut up. That was Fight Hype's video right there. This guy was wet. He was butt naked, right? He was under the influence. Yeah, you did it. He was drunk, man. He was under the influence, man. He said, did he? Hold on, let me get to the comments. Carlos is on the roll tonight, man. He said, oh, if the fight is born, it's going to be because of Haney, but that's his style. Yeah, Haney piles up points and gets rounds. You know that already. He's a boxer, man. He's a boxer, right? He said, Diddy talks like a liquor store drunk. Man, Diddy knew what was going on, man. Diddy's the drunk champ, man. That's the drunk champ, man. He trains all the drunk champs, man. That's why he just sat back. He knew Ryan had a couple, you know. He knew Ryan had a couple. He just sat back. He's used to that shit, man. Earl Spence, Jamel Charlo, you know, he's used to that shit, man. That's why he didn't really want to say nothing. He's just dead, man. Shout out to him. I'm not mad at you. Keep collecting your checks. You know, they'll catch on like how AJ caught on. AJ was like, yo, man, I gave you 2 free rides. I'm out of here, man. He's back with Ben Davison, man. He is back with Ben Davison. But, man, this guy was drunk at the presser. Now, I was going to bring this up earlier, but I'm like, no. Let me get at the desk and, you know, do what I need to do. Because if I talk about it in my car, if I talk about it when I'm doing other things and I can't pull the video up to show it, you guys will try to run with my content. And then you won't act like I didn't put you on to it. That's what you guys do around here on this YTC. That's what you do around here on this YTC. But let's get to another topic right now, right? We got a couple topics. And look, you see how good I'm getting? I will put the camera on, but I am very comfortable right now. I'm back and forth running through my kitchen because I'm getting these jars of sea moss ready. It is fight week. Shout out to Troy Isley, Transformer Troy. If you're on my IG page, you see I hooked something up for him as well. That is my guy, family, mob ties, He is a J Prince boxing fighter. That's my guy, Troy. I interviewed him up there the first time he fought on the Turning Stones Casino, upstate Verona, New York. We was all on a card together, and I met his mother and his family. Great people, great people. I have much respect for them. I like how they move as a unit and a family and a tribe. I like that. I love that, because you don't get a lot of that. You get a lot of people in this industry, in this game. They're fake. But when you get around real people and you have that family tribe type of vibe, I like those type of people. Troy, I remember meeting him and interviewing him and him taking pictures with my daughters. And, I like things like that. I can respect that as a man. A lot of the other gimmick shit, I don't play those games, man. We don't play that. We don't play that. G-Unit. We don't play around. G-Unit. We don't play that. We don't play that. We don't play around. G-Unit. We don't play that. My bad. I had to mute the mic real quick. I'm back though. I'm back. I'm gonna pull up my IG now. I'm gonna pull up the IG account because I want to get to something else over here on my IG. That is Twitter, right? I want to get to what I was talking about earlier. I got a short out on it, Edgar Berlanga. I want to address this real quick. I seen another content creator, right, who doesn't move the needle. He moves the YouTube needle, right? So I want to highlight this because you get all of these YouTube guys, right? You get these YouTube content creators that are insiders that don't cover nothing in boxing other than sitting in front of their house or sitting in their rooms and getting drunk and high and speaking on boxing. But, these guys were speaking about Edgar Berlanga, right? Matter of fact, I can keep it on Twitter. I have this on Twitter, so I'm not going to go to IG, right? But I want to highlight this, right? Boom. Here it is right here. Yeah, I stay on Twitter. I'm getting active on Twitter. I'll go to IG when I want to show you guys Bam Bam. So topic number 2, moving right along, right? Canelo Alvarez is looking at Edgar Berlanga as being reported by Michael Benson. Now, like I said, the YTC was in an uproar, still is. Guys are calling, Canelo a duck, all kind of crazy shit. Like, Canelo could give two shits what some of you YouTubers have to say, especially you YouTubers that don't go to fights, the YouTubers that don't cover fights, don't do nothing but debate, argue, and do YouTube shit, right? Now, you guys are saying this, right? I'm gonna break the scenario down for you right now. You're saying that I watched one content creator say, who is going to pay or watch Edgar Berlanga fight Canelo Alvarez. Maybe you won't, but you don't matter. That's what you need to understand. Edgar Berlanga has a following, right? Now, I was jokingly calling him Edgar Bologna and all that because that's what Canelo sees him as, a bologna sandwich, food, easy lick, right? But it's the business why Canelo sees him that way also. Edgar Berlanga, Puerto Rican, right, has, from Carlos, if you're still in here, Philly guy, right? Edgar, I covered him there, has headlined in Philly, packed it out. Edgar headlines in New York, packs it out. Now Edgar has shifted down to Florida. Yes, Orlando, Central Florida, doing numbers. One thing about Edgar Berlanga, for these guys, these YouTube guys that are insider nobodies, right? They don't know this because they don't really do anything in boxing other than YouTubing, debating, arguing, getting high, getting drunk, and giving their opinion. And that's cool. It's YouTube. Everybody has an opinion. But Edgar Berlanga has an audience. So when you say who's going to watch his fight, these people know that. They know he has people who support him. That even if this fight is in Vegas or wherever they plan on trying to have it at, Edgar Berlanga is going to move some tickets. The Puerto Rican people, unlike, and I say this respectfully, the black audience, they support. Whereas the black audience, respectfully, this is proven as the media marketing agent studies show, what do the blacks do? They hate. Real respectfully, they hate. Blacks are crabs in a bucket. Like the blacks be in competition, whereas, look, yes, Edgar Berlanga might not be the best to beat Canelo, but they don't care. They're supporting Edgar. They're behind Edgar. Edgar's going to get paid. Keith Conley, these guys are going to get paid. This is the business of boxing. Whereas you guys wanted to beat David Benavidez, right? Which is a better fight. But the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, Mexican monster, who is really the Mexicans people's champion? Is it David Benavidez or Canelo? Now, when we look at the other opposition for him to face that is Mexican, who are the Mexican people going to back more? Jaime Munguia or David Benavidez? Let's talk now. You're talking to the news by Shanewz. See, you do have options. You listen to these content creators who, like I said, don't cover fights, don't do nothing in boxing besides get drunk, high, and argue. Have a couple hundred people on their live chats, a couple hundred people like themselves who don't pay for fight. That's why the first thing they say, ain't nobody who gonna buy the Edgar Berlanga fight? A whole bunch of people. A whole bunch of people gonna go to it. Edgar does his thing. And I want to say shout out to WCS for highlighting this, right? And I told WCS about this. I was like, I follow Edgar from the King's Theater, right? Edgar has been the same fighter that he's always been, right? The reason why Edgar got linked up with Top Rank, because when Edgar was coming up before he had a major promoter behind him, Edgar was selling out heavy. King's Theater. They were moving tickets. Him and Pablo and his crew. They was flooding it out. And the big time promoters are gonna get around you. Because that's what the name of this game is. Money. Money. If you could sell tickets and you could do these things, you will always have a slot. They will know how to move you, manufacture you. See, and I only say that to say this. I want you to catch these vibes. See, when you guys were always talking about these fighters, right? And, guys that I know I was behind and helping out, and you guys were making it seem like these guys were the biggest thing since sliced bread. And some of you guys would try to argue me and debate me and make it seem like I wasn't who I am now, the media marketing agent. I'd be like, yo, listen, you're telling somebody that's the one that's behind the scenes moving a lot of this, selling these tickets, generating the buzz, getting people to pull up. So don't, like Bomac's voice, you can't tell me shit. Sit back and watch this. See, a lot of you are what I said. You niggas are crabs in the buckets. You don't know how to network. All you niggas know how to do is come on the internet and be like, oh, Nobody fucks with you. No, you niggas is idiots. Nobody fucks with y'all. That's why I always broke this down to you. I said, damn, if all of you guys, you internet guys, but you big handlers, were so successful, y'all should have been putting on. Y'all should have been putting on local shows. Y'all should have been getting fighters signed. Y'all should have been promoting and marketing and managing and doing all that. Because that's how you carry it on this YouTube. But it doesn't trickle over to real life. It doesn't. It doesn't trickle over to real life. And we seen that today. Man, that's another reason why I said I'm not covering this event. I don't want to cover it. I want these people that do what they do to cover it. So we can see the content that they pump out to show the different levels of actually being media, marketing, promoting fights and events. Now, I spoke about this topic number 3. When you are covering an event, depending on your classifications, when I mean my classifications, what do you do? What is your title? Are you a videographer? Are you a photographer? Are you an event planner? What do you do, right? Now, a lot of these guys are what? YouTubers, content creators. What do? They go to these events and they go live for their channel. But if you ever pay attention, a lot of times when these guys go live, and I always point this out, this is why these people love me. Because these guys go live at these events, right? Now, pay attention to this. I'm giving you guys free game tonight because that's what I do. The news by Shanewz. These guys will go to an event. All of these guys with these big channels that have hundreds and hundreds of people watching them when they're sitting in cars, when they're in parking lots, when they're pulled over on the side of the road, hundreds upon hundreds of people watching them. But when they go live at actual events, whether it is a press conference, a weigh-in, because this is the same thing that they do, their numbers be crazy low. Now, a smart person will say, how is this possible? If you have a channel that is catered to boxing, and now you are at an actual boxing event, covering a boxing event, something that your channel or platform is based upon, boxing. But now you're live at the event and your numbers aren't even your numbers anymore. So you mean to tell me, the jig is up, now pay attention. You mean to tell me when you go live in your crib, in your room, in your car, in the parking lot, more people are tuning in to watch you, but now they aren't tuning in to watch you actually cover a boxing event? Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, but it does make sense when you're not who you say you are, right? Because that doesn't make sense. Like if you're live, and then you can check these guys out. These guys go live at these events. And you'll be like, damn, bro, when you riding around and you're sitting in the parking lot and you're eating chicken nuggets and you're doing all these things, you got 300 to 400 people. I don't think you paid that bill. I don't think you put that on like you do when you're sitting in your crib or in your room. You need to put that on when you do these events. You need to put that on when you do these events because you fucked the game up already. Not only did you fuck it up, you exposed yourself. Because this is why these people do not believe in content creators or YouTubers. Because there's no way that fans are tapping in more to listen to you in your car, in your room, wherever, than when you go to the actual event and you actually have the players on hand. You're doing a media scrum or you're covering a weigh-in. You're covering a press conference. Your numbers aren't the same. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. But yes, for the content creators that are saying Edgar Berlanga brings nothing to the table, who's going to buy the fight? A whole bunch of people. You won't buy the fight, but you don't matter. And I've been telling you guys this for the longest because the jig is up. A lot of you YouTube content creators are frauds. You guys don't move the needle, never have. You don't move the needle. You don't know how to cover events. You don't know how to interview fighters, right? You don't know how to conduct an interview. You don't know how to definitely do photography work. You know, so some of you guys be having all type of high end equipment and don't even know how to operate it. But hey, what do I know? Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. I'm sorry. I don't want to sound like being mean or anything. I don't want to sound like I'm being mean, right? But you see what I said right here. Content creators, we should get some good content, all the gimmicks today. So I'm going to close this and I'm going to go over here, right? It's time now. It's time for the slime. It is time for the slime, right? I gotta, now it's time for the slime, right? As well as others, as well as Troy Isley. Troy's my guy. He's fighting this weekend. It's a Saturday. Verona, New York. Shout out to Troy Isley, Bo Mac, Red, Saul. Those guys will all be in town. Shout out to them. A winning organization. Shout out to Cash Flow Diaz. He's also on the card. These guys are fighting, right? Saturday night. Also, Raymond Ford fighting for a world title. Let's go over here. All right. Here's Troy Transformer. Let's give my guy Transformer some shine real quick while that refreshes. Let that refresh. Here's Transformer. I'm not going to play the music. We can't play the music over here. This is Transformer. He's looking good too, man. He's looking good. Home team. Media marketing agent. Troy is fighting March 2nd. There's Bo Mac. Bo. That's Vegas right there. I like the Mayweather gym. That's the top ranked gym. Him and Saul, him and Red. Yeah, it's Transformer Troy. It's almost time. Look. See what I said? It's almost time to transform. You know who else took that? Top rank took that is Troy Isaac, Keyshawn Davis, and who? Jamali Tucker. Yes, that was Jamali Tucker right there. Yeah, shout out to the lovely. Always looking out for the brand. Always looking out for the brand, right? That's the brand. That is the brand right there. Let me also plug this. The Butterfly Brawl. Party and boxing. Save that date, June 6th, for breast awareness cancer. The Wise Owl family, City of Hope fundraiser out there in Hollywood, California, LA. Hey, you might see the source moving and grooving. Just saying. I'm just saying. Shout out to Wise Owl Boxing. Save that date, California, Hollywood. This is a fundraiser for breast cancer awareness. Save the date, June 6th. It'll be right around the corner. Hollywood, California. Yes, at the Academy. Definitely save that date. But let's get over here. I want to, highlight my guy, the Tuckster. The Tuckster. Shout out to Muscle. Muscle also is fighting March 23rd, Greensboro, North Carolina, at the National Armory. Wise Owl's own. Yes, D'Angelo Evans, Muscle. That is him right there. He's moving and grooving. But let's get to the Tuckster. That is Troy Isley, of course. Troy. Transformer. I just played that video for you, so we don't need to see this. Shout out to WCS. And look, see, this is, let me stop this. This is for all of you frauds that say I do not like the PBC. That was the PBC right there, March 30th for them. They finally dropped some type of artwork. Yes, I want to get to the Tuckster. Shout out to my guy Boog right here, referee, hell of a basketball player too, good athlete. Oh man, look at this right here. You know why I threw this up, right? I threw this up because see, when you do real work, let me just pause it real quick. Do you guys know who this guy is right here? This is a promoter. That is Antonio Leonard. You guys hear his name a lot. In association with Antonio Leonard Promotions, that is Antonio Leonard. For those of y'all that don't know, you guys know who this guy is with his arm around me. And you guys know who this is, my brother. Both of us supporting the brand. Shanewz, the Source brand right there. Yes, this was me working an event. And I think, shout out to WCS. WCS might have took that picture. But as you can see, I had my tool on as well. We work. You know, there's levels to this working boxing events, right? It's not all on the camera, all in the videos. No. That is Fernando Vargas' son, Emilio Vargas, 135-pounder. There's talks of him and Abdullah Mesa facing each another one day down the road. We'll get to Abdullah too. I have Abdullah in the notes. Things are heating up with him and Kid Austin. That is the equipment right there. Invest into your brand. Get you some good equipment, right? That way when you work events, you can actually work events. You don't have to just have the camera all on you. Oh, this is what I was talking about right here. I wanted to play this. I'm going to play this real quick. See how it all leads together. Look, a lot of times now, right? You don't need notes. I don't need notes anymore. But look at this. I'm not gonna play the what's matter of fact, I can't play this. I'll play this. This is fire.
You're enjoying New York, my friend. Well, listen, I've got good news for you. The fight's on. It's a done deal. We got AJ.
I'll beat him anytime, anywhere.
That was Brooklyn right there. That was right there by that was right there down by Gleason's gym. All right, now I want to say this, right? Catch this vibe right here. That is some next level promoting right there, marketing a fight, right? These guys aren't the face of boxing, right? But did you see the Turk, His Excellency? Yo, he's not playing, bro. That's the third one, right? Remember the Day of Reckoning? They did one for the Day of Reckoning. They had the one for Usyk and Fury before Fury got cut. Now they follow up with this one. Come on, man. They on to something, bro. They got a budget, man. See the difference with a budget? Now I say that to say this. Look at what the PBC dropped, right? Look at what the PBC dropped. The PBC dropped this. Look, that's what the PBC dropped. Look, I'm not trying to shit on the PBC. I'm just trying to show you the levels, right? This is the PBC's flyer, right? March 30th, 8 p.m. PBC pay-per-view, right? That's cool. But look at what these guys dropped, right? We're not gonna play it again, but look what they just dropped, right? Shit's different, bro. Different, man. Different. A different type of vibe. Different type of vibe, y'all. Look at that, man. Different. I had to at my team like, yo, this is what we're shooting for right here. Look at this. This is crazy. This is crazy, but that's what it's about, though, man. Next level marketing and promoting. All right, I want to get to the Jihad video real quick. Also, I'm gonna get to this, right? You guys wanted to see Bam. Here's Bam right here. We'll show you Bam. Cause I don't know if you're still in here. Here's some Bam footage right here for you. I don't know if you're still in here. Call us if you are.
You are the master of your reality, if you can understand that. You live in a fantasy, if you can understand that. Bob Marley said something interesting. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, because none of them can stop the time. Stop here. The entire strength of this colonial system, none of them is above nature. When we look at these groups, we are looking at what they are advertising themselves to us as. This is a propaganda and perception game. These groups, they are designed to deceive. There's no truth in them. So as long as you know nature, God, the universe, or should I say this? God, universe, you are the master of your reality.
Man, did y'all catch that, Source?
Understand that. You live in a fantasy, if you can understand.
Did y'all catch that vibe I just gave y'all? Hopefully y'all caught that vibe, man. Hopefully y'all caught that vibe, man. Here is Jihad right here. Look, man. That boy's a bad man. Look at the movement. Look at the movement. Ooh, look at the movement, man. Did y'all catch that? Hold on. I'm gonna play that one more time, man. One more time. Look at the movement. Look at the movement. Jihad been doing it a long time. Watch the movement, though. Watch the movement. Moving and grooving. Swimming. Don't get wet. Electric boogie. One more time for y'all. One more time. Watch the movement. Date dropping soon. That was Francisco Verno. Look at him. Look, slip. Woo, that boy bad. That boy bad. But look, yo, did you see what Top Rank used? Almost Time to Transform. The News by Shanewz. Man. Almost Time to Transform. But did y'all see Jihad, though, man? One more time, man. Let me look. This is on his page, though. Did y'all see Jihad? Watch the slip, though, man. Look at the slip. Look. Whoop, 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 whoop. Did y'all catch that, man? Slippery, man. Slippery. See, look. Did y'all catch that? So that's why when you hear me say this, right? Yeah, when you hear me say this about Jihad, right? When y'all hear me say this about Jihad, right? Because you've seen that movement, right? Look, one more time. I'm going to give it to y'all one more time. Watch the movement, man. It's levels, man. It's levels. Look, watch the movement. Swimming, don't get wet. Swoop, 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 whoop, 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 whoop. Man, now that was the number 5, right? That was the number 5 WBA ranked middleweight. And you see what Jihad did to him, right? Did you see what Jihad did to him, right? What Jihad did to him is what we like to call in the gym, and rest in peace to the great late Naseem Muhammad.
Introducing first of the blue corner.
Another one.
He weighed in at 149.9. With full trim. His record, 23 victories. Only 3 defeats. 1 draw. 12 of those victories coming by way of from San Jose, California. And Devin Says.
How did you see it, though, right? See? For those of y'all that don't know about insider business, look, once again, one more time for you. Swim and not get wet. Show them how it's done, Jihad. Show them how it's done. Look, swim and not whoop, 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 whoop. Don't get wet, goddamn it. Don't get wet, man. The News by Shanewz, man. The News by Shanewz, man. This is the Source Experience, man. I am closing in on my hour, man. Hopefully y'all was digging my sauce tonight, man. You know, hopefully I was digging it, man. You know, we just trying to switch it up a little for y'all, you know. Switch it up for y'all, man. And listen, if you want the Source services, right, there are ways about going about it, whether it is media work, whether it is marketing work, whether the CMOS, the strain, just holler at me, man. I'm professional, man. But have, like I said, some type of decency. Don't be a scumbag. Don't be a jealous hater, because, you know, you can't hide no more, man. You can't hide no more. And for, you know, let's just call a spade a spade. If you're talking about me and I'm not talking about you, damn, the tables have turned. Who's clout chasing now, right? Because if I look on my timeline, right? Let's scroll down my timeline. I'm only talking about fighters that I'm actually fucking. Abdullah Mason, the work is there. Look. Abdullah Mason, right? Abdullah Mason, look. Yes. Abdullah Mason right here, right? Look. Abdullah Mason right here. This is the Mason brothers. I'm only talking about fighters that I know, that I worked for, that I worked with. I'm not listening. So if you hear people speaking on me and my business, say, yo, man, why don't you hit the guy up? Maybe you want him to work for you. You need some assistance, right? You need some assistance, because when we go down my timeline, right? Source, right? So shout out to Charles Conwell, right? I heard my name being spoken on, but why are you speaking on me? Shout out to Prime Energy Drink, right? I'm looking. Muscle. You see my guy D'Angelo Evans. Shout out to him. Tiger Johnson. I'm looking. Shushu Carrington. You seen the interview with Shushu. Charles Conwell again, right? I'm looking. Shushu's dad. Shout out to Big Bruce. I'm looking. Oshaki Foster. Zay Flattery. I'm looking. Moses Johnson. There's Zay Flattery again. I'm looking. So I don't understand why some of these people are mentioning me. You know, we're not into the gimmicks. They need to concentrate on what they got going on. But you're mentioning me. But I'm looking. Jihad, the Seymours, Jihad again. I'm looking. Shout out to Wise Out, the team. Right here, Mr. Carl, when he got signed with us in the team right here. I'm looking. 7-Eleven Promotions, you know, I'm always cutting the deals there. I'm looking. Jihad Shushu once again. Cannon Adams. I'm looking. Coach Reen doing her PR work. I'm looking. I don't see this guy that mentioned me anywhere, but he's mentioning me. I'm looking. Jihad with the Wise Owl merch on. Tiafimo Lopez. Diddy James. You can't look. I'm looking. World Combat Sports. My guy right here interviewing Shakur Stevenson. There goes his grandfather in the background. Marley. I'm looking. Shakur's grandfather again. The lovely Ring Girl. I'm looking. I don't see this guy, man. Tiger Johnson again. Look, do you see the pattern of different people that keep popping up on my thing? These are people that I know, that I work with, that I do covered and stuff like that. Why is certain people mentioning me? I'm looking. There's Bam. Here's Bam for you callers if you're still in here. Let's throw Bam up there, man. I'm looking. Get it, Bam. Look, get it, Bam. What's up? Yeah. Yeah, do your own shadow boxing. Go. Move around, Bam Bam. Nice. Move around. 1-2 now. Nice. 1-2. Nice. Hands up. Get your hands up, yeah? Keep your hands up. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, Ring. 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, Ring.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Yo, I'm looking. I don't see this guy, man. But yeah, he's mentioning me. Look, Abraham Nova. Shout out to Uncle Iran Barkley. I'm looking. I don't see this guy, man. But yet you're mentioning my name and my brand. Maybe you need help. You know, look, this is how long ago? This is months and months back. My guy Jamel Herring, you know. There's Ring Girl again. Me with the OG. Joe Casamayor. Me with Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford with the... I'm looking, where's this guy at, man? Why are you mentioning me? Why? Abdullah Mason and his pops, you know? What is this guy mentioning me for, man? See, that's how you kill people off now. You do what you do and ignore them, right? You ignore them, and you ignore them so much that they expose their self. Look, I'm looking. Still nothing. Javon Woodare interview. Me and Jihad at the desk. I'm sitting at this desk looking at that portrait right now. But I'm looking. Still don't see this guy. Why are you mentioning me? I'm looking. I don't... D'Angelo Evans. You know, you see familiar people on here. Oh, if these guys are talking about me, I understand. You know, I'm posting these guys. Me, Marley, I understand. I'm posting these guys. I'm looking. I don't know. I don't get it with these guys, man. I don't get it. Troy Isley, he's back. I'm looking. This is December now. This is December. This is 2023. I'm still looking. Why is these guys talking about me? I'm looking. Jihad, Bob, Narina, Cousin Buddy. I'm looking. World Combat. I don't know, man. I have no clue. I have no clue. See, when you don't have nothing going on and nobody's talking about you, I guess you got to talk about the people that people are actually talking about. There's my daughter doing what she does. I'm looking. Me and Mel and what's the name? The Seymours you see right here. I don't know, man. I have no clue about some of these guys, man. No clue whatsoever why they talk about people, right? You know, Combat, why are these people even mentioning me and my brand, right? Do you need help? Do you want help? 7% for you. You're very disrespectful. It's 7% for you, but I think you need help because you're mentioning me. I don't see no mentions of you over here. There's Bam again. There's no mentionings of you or what you got going on. So why are you mentioning me and my family and what we got going? I don't see you over here. I don't see you, guy. You know, I don't see you over here. I do not see you over here. See, I see what you tried to do, right? I'm not going to go all the way back to when I did help you out, right? I'm not, right? Because I see what you're trying to do, right? You right now are ice cold. There's nothing going on. Nobody's talking about you, right? So what you attempted to do was talk about somebody who they are talking about, somebody that got things going on. Now, I stopped it there for a reason. You see Atomic Habits. You know, you have habits of doing these things. And I will address you later on down the line. But right now, I'm not going to address you because you're not relevant. And you should, right? You do have something going on that nobody is mentioning or talking about. And I'm not going to talk about it because I get paid to talk about stuff. And if that's what you want, if that's what you're looking for, maybe you need to go about the right steps of taking that to get my services. Hopefully you caught that source. But yeah, you're not over here. You're not relevant right now. You're really not relevant, guy. You know, you're not relevant. You're not relevant, man. You to be honest, you're like this right now. You're not relevant, man. I'll play this real quick, man. Y'all remember this vibes right here?
Hell of a fucking job. Hell of a job. Father coach. Oh, thank you. What do you have to say in the aftermath? This is what you teach. This has been years and years. You know what I'm saying? You've been teaching this, period. You know what I'm saying? What do you have to say about it? It was a damn good fight. I told him from the get-go, this guy sucks. I didn't even know who the fuck he was. I told him when they told
listen, I don't even know who he was, man. Like, what are you talking about? I don't even know who you are, man. Please, this, whatever you got going on, do what you got going on, man. I don't know. Look, if you look at I work with who I work with, man. I don't see you over here. I don't see you over here. The pattern is apparent, right? I am Team Tucker, media marketing agent. I work with other fighters. Shout out to Wise Hour Boxing. All the guys, right? I don't see you over here. So for you to be mentioning me when you're supposed to have things going on is odd. Not only is it odd, it's strange, and it's not professional by any means. It's not professional. He said, don't talk about it. Let them file paperwork for access. Exactly, WCS, exactly. That's why, you see no mentions of them. None at all. I scrolled down my page to this is about November. Ish right here. No mentioning of you. No mentioning of you, but yet you mentioning me. I don't know why. I know why, because I got it going on. You don't have nothing going on. And that's sad. You know, shout out to Troy Isley. He's fighting Saturday, right? Let's get back over here to the current, right? And all the other guys that are fighting, Cash Flow Diaz. But this guy right here is fighting Saturday, March 2nd. You know, I'll put content out on that. Yes, that is Troy Isley right there, Bo Mac. You know, he's fighting Saturday, March 2nd. You know, March 2nd, he's fighting. Yes, that is Troy Isley, Transformer Troy. You know, Keyshawn. You know, these guys are fighting. You know, shout out to Troy and everything that he got going on, right? But listen, I am going to wrap this up, man. Appreciate everybody that was in here tonight. Hopefully y'all guys caught my sauce. Let's not lose sight of the thesis, though, tonight, man. The thesis, and I wasn't throwing jabs at the guy. Like I said, if you see my other content that I put out about him, I was congratulating him for, you know, staying consistent. And now I see why he's staying consistent. You are the drunk fighter coach. You are the drunk fighter coach. You know, these guys are going to events. Yo, you know what? Listen, not for nothing. I know you wouldn't do this because we're not cordial or cool like that. But why wouldn't you should hire Joe Dini? Joe Dini could probably get through to these guys. He likes to have a drink or two also. Hire Joe Dini, man. These guys are coming to events, right? Brian said he smelled the booze on his, Devin said he smelled the booze on his breath. It is what it is, man. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this sauce tonight, man. Like, share, subscribe. You know, we are the content killers. The news by Shanewz. This is the Sauce Experience. Let's close with some classic sauce. Since they said I talk too much, hopefully I showed too much tonight.
You keep talking, man, and you shut the fuck up.
I ain't never had more people hate on me. I didn't even know they knew who I was. I didn't know you cared. You know how many people are lurking in your life, looking at every Facebook post, everything you do, but they won't comment and they won't press the like button, but they steady scrolling, just a bunch of scrollers. They so worried about what you doing, and it's because they can't stop what God wants to do in your life. So since you watching, watch this. Watch me praise him. Watch me elevate. Watch me go higher. Watch me get free. Watch me get healed. Watch me stay blessed. Watch me drive what I want to drive.
Like raw fish. Oh, so one day you'll get your palate used to that raw fish. Gotcha. What's that? What else you got for me?
What's your favorite place to go?
Favorite place to go is the beach. I love the beach, yo. Anywhere if there's a beach nearby, I love to go there, relax, walk along the beach, barefooted, get my feet dirty. Yeah, I'll stick my foot in the water. I don't go in the water though. There's sharks and stuff in there. Nah, I don't mess with that. All right. That's good.
Do you play basketball?
Man, look at my height. I'm short. I can't play no basketball.
Yes, you can.
No.
I believe.
Yes, this is the Sauce Talk with Keyshawn Davis.
The Sauce Talk, okay.
First off,
This is the Sauce Experience. The news by Shanewz. But what do I know?